waits for you, Envoy. Go meet it.
For over a decade, Bethesda's Skyrim has set the standard for fantasy role-playing games with its vast, open world, memorable glitches, and an unmistakable sense of freedom. Yet, Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming title, Avowed, is poised to redefine what fans can expect from a modern fantasy RPG. Drawing on the beloved tropes of classic titles while embracing modern mechanics and storytelling techniques, Avowed isn't merely recycling old ideas, it's reimagining them with fresh energy and precision. Here are 5 key ways in which Avowed improves upon the Skyrim experience, with enriched details drawn from our extensive playthroughs, analysis sessions, and in-depth observations. Let's begin. Adventures that stir the heart. One of Avowed's most compelling achievements is its commitment to narrative depth. Whereas Skyrim often leaves players with an open-ended main quest that can feel detached from the day-to-day interactions with the world, Avowed centers its experience on a tightly woven, character-driven story. In Avowed, you assume the role of a godlike, a being imbued with magical power, and the envoy of an emperor charged with ending a mysterious plague of madness known as the Dream Scourge. This dual role infuses every quest and dialogue with purpose. In our playthrough, we found that every campfire conversation with your companions becomes a moment of rich backstory. For example, discussions with Kai, the sarcastic reptilian mercenary known for his witty woodworking quips, bring humour and depth, while your interactions with Yatsli, the cat-like and relentlessly cheeky mage, pepper the narrative with playful innuendos. Although romance options are notably absent, a decision that some see as a missed opportunity, the overall character dynamics remain engaging. Furthermore, the game rewards you with genuine narrative consequences. In one memorable instance during our analysis, a powerful spell cast at a critical moment immediately shifted the mood of your party, altering companion attitudes and even affecting subsequent quest lines. While many plot twists become predictable over time, the weight of your choices is still palpable. In one play session, a decision made during a seemingly minor side quest triggered an immediate backlash from your allies, underscoring that every decision carries both short and long-term ramifications. Additionally, Avowed embraces the classic RPG trope of lore-rich storytelling. The game is brimming with in-game books, scrolls, and lore entries that expand upon the world of Eora, the same universe as Pillars of Eternity. An integrated reference guide, which automatically provides quick definitions during conversations, ensures that even newcomers can follow the sometimes dense narrative without feeling lost. This thoughtful feature makes the intricate mythology of Eora accessible and engaging. In short, Avowed offers a narrative experience where every dialogue choice and character interaction feels designed to resonate with the player, making the world feel deeply personal and alive. High-octane spellcasting and melee mayhem. Combat in Avowed represents a significant evolution over the more segmented and sometimes clunky systems of Skyrim. Obsidian has reimagined the way magic, melee, and ranged combat interact by creating a system that is both fluid and responsive. In our playtime, the combat mechanics often felt like a spell-slinging parkour FPS at moments, an apt description of a system that allows you to rapidly switch between different modes of attack without breaking the pace of battle. Imagine this: you're engaged with a horde of reanimated skeletons, and you freeze an enemy with a well-timed ice spell, immediately following it up with a crushing melee strike. This fluidity is achieved through an intuitive skill tree system, where you can mix abilities from the fighter, ranger, and wizard archetypes. In our analysis, we observed that the freedom to combine, for instance, the rapid-fire capabilities of a bow with the devastating impact of magical magical spells makes every combat encounter feel fresh. One session even featured a particularly memorable spell, a black hole effect that lifted enemies into the air, leaving them vulnerable to follow-up attacks, clearly illustrating the innovative design behind the combat system. Of course, no combat system is without its challenges. Some players in our playthrough noted that enemy variety can sometimes feel repetitive, especially the recurring presence of bears, which seem to appear in nearly every zone. Despite this, the underlying mechanics remain robust. The game's physics engine and responsive animations ensure that each swing, spell, and dodge feels weighty and consequential. Whether you're a squishy wizard relying on quick dodges or a hardened melee fighter blocking and ramming enemies, the combat in Avowed feels modern, refined, and deeply satisfying. Moreover, the technical stability during combat has been impressive. Over extended play sessions on high-end systems, Avowed has maintained smooth performance with very few glitches, ensuring that adrenaline-fueled battles remain uninterrupted. This consistency, combined with the flexibility of switching between combat styles, creates an experience that is both modern and reliably engaging, a clear upgrade from some of the dated mechanics found in Skyrim. Explosive, colourful world and gravity-defying parkour. Visual storytelling is another area where Avowed truly excels. While Skyrim is celebrated for its vast open world, its landscapes can sometimes feel muted or monotonous over time. In contrast, Avowed presents a world that is both vibrant and immersive, a place where every ruined temple, overgrown cave and sunlit glade bursts with life and colour. In our playthrough, the setting of the Living Lands consistently captivates our senses. The environments are designed with dynamic lighting and rich hues that shift throughout the day, creating a living tapestry that feels both surreal and inviting. Instead of the cold, rocky expanses seen in Skyrim, you are immersed in a realm teeming with bioluminescent flora, gigantic fungal growths, and sprawling ruins that burst with colour. This bold visual design instills a sense of wonder and discovery that makes every foray into the unknown a visual delight. One innovative aspect that stood out in our analysis was the integration of a parkour system into exploration. Unlike traditional RPGs where movement is mostly limited to running and occasional jumping, Avowed encourages you to actively engage with your environment. You'll be leaping from ledge to ledge, scaling vertical surfaces, and using a responsive mantling system to overcome obstacles. Although the parkour mechanics aren't as advanced as those in some dedicated action titles, they inject a fresh sense of urgency and excitement into both dungeon crawling and outdoor exploration. Even though enemy encounters can sometimes feel repetitive, the world itself remains a major draw. In between combat sequences, you're often rewarded with quiet moments of exploration, discovering hidden chests, secret passages, and ambient lore tucked away in ancient ruins. The carefully designed zones provide a balance between action and narrative, ensuring that every area feels both unique and purposefully crafted. For players who cherished the thrill of discovery in Skyrim but found its endless roaming tiring, Avowed offers a more curated, yet equally expansive world that rewards both initial exploration and return visits. Focused, curated world design and modern RPG systems. Size isn't everything, and in Avowed, Obsidian has chosen to emphasize quality over quantity. Instead of an endless, sprawling map filled with repetitive content, the game world is divided into distinct, handcrafted zones. Each region in the Living Lands is imbued with its own narrative flavor, environmental puzzles, and unique challenges that contribute meaningfully to your overall journey. In our analysis, we observed that this focused design approach ensures every area feels purposeful and meticulously constructed. Rather than overwhelming you with a massive open world, Avowed's segmented maps make exploration engaging and reduce the fatigue often associated with endless wandering. Every zone is rich with its own lore, with environmental details that reveal the history and culture of the people who once inhabited the region. At the same time, Avowed embraces modern RPG systems that allow for deep customization. The game offers flexible skill trees where you can allocate points to melee, ranged, or magical abilities, and importantly, you can respec your character at any time for a small fee. This encourages experimentation and ensures that your playstyle can evolve throughout the game. The flexibility provided by these systems means that whether you're aiming to become a fearsome warrior mage hybrid or a nimble archer with magical enhancements, your choices are both impactful and adaptable. Resource management in Avowed is handled thoughtfully too. While you are encouraged to loot and gather materials to upgrade your gear, the system is designed to be as unobtrusive as possible. Only large items like weapons and armor affect your encumbrance, while consumables and small items are effectively weightless. There's even a send to camp feature that allows you to quickly transfer loot to your stash, letting you focus on the adventure rather than on micromanaging your inventory. This modern approach to resource management minimizes common RPG frustrations, allowing for a smoother and more engaging gameplay experience. Smooth, ultra-stable tech, and hyper-personalized customization. Beyond narrative and gameplay mechanics, Avowed shines in its technical execution, a critical area where many classic RPGs have struggled over the years. In our extended playthroughs on high-end platforms, we found that Avowed maintained impressive stability. Glitches and crashes were extremely rare, ensuring that immersive moments were never broken by technical issues. This reliable performance represents a significant upgrade over many older titles, which often suffered from performance hiccups that could detract from the overall experience. In our analysis, we also noted that the game makes excellent use of its built-in lore systems. Drawing on the rich history of the Pillars of Eternity universe, Avowed is filled with detailed backstories and a plethora of unique terms that might otherwise overwhelm new players. To address this, the game features an integrated reference guide that automatically appears during key conversations, providing definitions for important names, places, and factions. This feature makes navigating the complex lore of Eora much more accessible and ensures that every player, regardless of their prior knowledge, can fully appreciate the world's depth. Customization in Avowed is extensive and touches every aspect of the game, from your character's appearance to the way you interact with the world. As a godlike, your character bears unique visual markers, such as fungal growths or enchanted features, that set you apart and influence how NPCs and companions perceive you. The robust dialogue options further personalize your journey, allowing you to tailor your interactions to suit your preferred playstyle. Although some players might miss the ability to romance companions, the game places a strong emphasis on the meaningful consequences of your choices. We witnessed firsthand how certain dialogue decisions could alter the behavior of your companions or even change the course of a quest, lending a sense of weight and realism to every conversation. Moreover, Avowed has been carefully designed to minimize traditional RPG annoyances. For example, while the game includes a stamina system that can limit your actions during combat, sprinting does not drain stamina, a welcome improvement that prevents the frustration of constantly running out of energy. Similarly, the generous inventory system and the ability to dismantle larger items into weightless materials reduce common bottlenecks and allow you to remain immersed in the adventure. These technical and quality of life improvements combine to create an experience that is as accessible as it is richly detailed. One of the significant advantages for gamers is Avowed's availability on Game Pass. In our playthrough, we found that the game's integration into Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass made it exceptionally accessible to a broad audience. With its day one release on Game Pass, subscribers can dive into the living lands without the need for an additional purchase, ensuring that high-quality RPG experiences are within reach for everyone. Early access for Game Pass subscribers, starting February 13th, 2025, adds further value, giving players a head start on exploring the meticulously crafted world of Avowed. Being available on Game Pass means that even those who may be hesitant to commit to a full-priced AAA title can enjoy this new fantasy adventure as part of their subscription. Alright, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you liked what you see here, drop a subs for us. Till next time, stay marvelous.